All right, we're going to start our SEL lesson. First of all, we can go to activities, click on assign to class folder. And our SEL is always light blue, SEL. Go ahead and open that up, please. Let me check to see when I scheduled it. Oh, we still got a couple minutes. That's okay. We'll get back to it in a second. We will start with the teaching videos and then I'll help you find your tasks. So don't worry about it if you don't have it. It's okay. All right. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to continue with our second steps lesson. This is lesson 16 and it's all about managing hurt feelings. We're going to push play on the video and we're going to learn together about how do we control our feelings when we feel hurt by something. Listening to the instructions.
Today, we will continue our second steps lesson by taking a look at lesson 16 from Unit 3 on managing hurt feelings. Last lesson, you practiced calming down angry feelings. Remember the ways to calm down? We can belly breathe, we can count, and we can use positive self-talk. It's important to stop, name your feeling, and calm down when you feel angry so you don't do something hurtful. Today, you're going to practice how to calm down when your feelings have been hurt. To help us get started, we're going to play a brain builder called Jump to Conclusions. I'm going to read a riddle, and you're going to guess what an object is. Then we'll see if you're correct. I am round and red. What am I? Share your ideas with your class. I am a cranberry. Did you get it right? Let's try another one. I'm big and blue.
All right, so think in your head, what could she be describing? Big and blue. Let's see.
What am I? Share your ideas with your class. I am the ocean. How'd you do on that one? Last one. I'm rectangular and white. What am I? Share your ideas with your class. A bed sheet. Did you get that one right? Many of you guessed the wrong answers to the riddle, so you jumped to conclusions. Jumping to conclusions means deciding something without having enough information. Remember how Meg thought that Kyle spilled the milk on her on purpose before she knew all the information? She jumped to conclusions. In today's game, you could have avoided jumping to conclusions if you asked for more information. Today, you'll learn about how to avoid jumping to conclusions when your feelings have been hurt. Here is Naomi. Naomi and her best friend Eve planned to play hopscotch at recess. It looks like Eva is going to recess with some other girls. How does Naomi feel about this decision? And how can you tell? Share your ideas with your class.
All right, so now is the time where I'm going to put you in a breakout room. If you're on Zoom, if you're in person, you know who your partner is. And we're going to turn and talk about how does Naomi feel and how can you tell? All right, we're going to then listen to what happens next when Naomi feels like her feelings are hurt.
Naomi feels hurt, upset, or surprised. We can tell because her mouth is open, her eyes are wide, and we can think about the situation and empathize with how she may be feeling. Naomi is feeling her strong feelings in her chest and in her head. Her heart hurts because she thinks her friend has forgotten about her. Her head feels confused because of the decision she feels her friend is making. Naomi's hurt feelings are very strong. She feels like running after Eva and telling her how mean she is. Listen to her negative self-talk. I can't believe she ran off with those girls. I thought we were friends. Well, she's not my friend anymore. Naomi needs to calm down so she can manage her feelings and think clearly. How can she do this? Take your time to share your ideas with your class.
So right now we are all feeling that we understand what Naomi is feeling. I'm sure all of you have been in a situation where somebody did something and you feel hurt, you feel confused, you feel like, well, I don't want to be friends with them anymore if that's how they're going to treat me. So today we're going to talk about, well, what can we do? How can Naomi stay calm when she's feeling like this? What can she do? We're going to go back into our partner time and we're going to share ideas with our partners or our group. What can Naomi do to calm down, manage her feelings, and think clearly? You have 2 minutes to talk about that with your group.
Naomi needs to stop, name her feeling, and use something to calm down. Naomi needs to calm down, and she uses self-talk to stop and name her feelings. Okay, relax. I'm feeling hurt and upset.
Angela.
Then she does some belly breathing to calm down. Practice belly breathing with me. Let your stomach come out and feel it get smaller as you breathe out. One more time. Fill that belly and exhale. Naomi feels calmer, so she decides to go to recess and walk around and think about what to do. What could Naomi do during recess to feel better? Share your ideas with your class.
All right, for this one, we're not going to do partner talk. We're just going to share out with the whole class. After Naomi says stop and calms her body down, what can she do to make herself feel better? What can she do? What ideas do you have in your mind? Honesty, go ahead.
Try to find like somebody else to play with until she's done. Oh my goodness.
Look for somebody else that wants to play chalk. That was her idea. Maybe there's a new friend or somebody who also likes chalk. Gloria, what could she do?
You have to explain this.
Perfect thinking. Landon.
She can probably try to make a new friend.
Oh, meet somebody new. Awesome. Angela.
She can say, excuse me, can I play with you?
So maybe she doesn't even need to play chalk. Maybe she could go up to somebody else and say, excuse me, can I play what you're playing? That's a good idea. Nick?
She could play after they get done.
Oh, okay. Maybe try something else and then do chalk. That's a really good thought. Thank you for sharing your ideas. Let's keep going with our lesson and think about, what do we do when our feelings are hurt? How can we manage our feelings and make ourselves feel better?
Naomi could talk to Eva, play with someone else, or find out more information. Naomi decides to look for Eva and ask what happened. When she doesn't find her, she realizes she may have jumped to conclusions and thinks of other explanations. Maybe Eva had to leave school, or maybe she was sick and went to the nurse's office. Think of another explanation of what could have happened to Eva. Share your ideas with your class. Eva could have gone to the library to return a book. She could have needed to take a test during her recess. Or maybe she wanted to help a teacher instead of play. After lunch, Naomi assertively asks Eva what happened at recess. She explains that her feelings were hurt when she thought she saw Eva go out with to recess with the other girls. Eva explains that she had a dentist appointment. She was almost late, so she had to run out of the classroom. She didn't even have time to tell Naomi. Eva apologizes to Naomi. They make plans to play hopscotch during afternoon recess. Calming down helps you avoid jumping to conclusions. This also helps you avoid further hurting your feelings. You can think clearly once you've calmed down your strong feeling. You might guess wrong about what happened if you don't take time to calm down. Once you calm down, You can focus on thinking of other explanations and getting the right information. Then you won't jump to conclusions. Now you're going to practice thinking of different, more positive explanations for why something happened. This can help you avoid jumping to conclusions.
All right, so we have just seen an example of a situation where somebody might have hurt feelings. So we're going to practice not jumping to conclusions today. We're going to find our task together. Please click on activities, assign to class folder, light blue, SEL. You will see our second steps lesson. It's called Second Steps Lesson 16. Go ahead and open that up, ready to work together. First, let's read the scenario all the way to the left. It says, your best friend is playing alone at recess. Now, let's jump to conclusions. It says, you think he's mad at me. I must have done something wrong. When you jump to conclusions, you can say, wait, stop, and you can think clearly. If your friend is playing alone at recess, what could be another explanation? I want you to think with your partner. What else could be going on? We might feel that our friend is mad at us. We might feel that we did something wrong. That doesn't make it true. You can say, wait, stop, I need to think. Okay, so we're going to work with a partner and you're going to type in another explanation. You have 1 minute to do slide number 2. I'm going to put friends back in breakout rooms. Who would like to share out another explanation that you thought of? If you see your friend playing alone, you might feel like your friend is mad at you, but that's not true. Honesty, what did you think of? Maybe he's playing a game that's just for one person. Kaylee.
Maybe he's not mad. Maybe he was mad because maybe he got a fail.
I'm having a hard time hearing Kaylee when others are talking out. Kaylee, go again, please. Oh. Maybe the friend is upset, but not with you, right? Hey, Lisa, can you turn your sound down or put your headphones in? All right, let's try slide number 3. Slide number 3. We have a new scenario. Are you ready? Let's pretend that your seat neighbor or your partner is looking at your desk. So maybe they're like looking at your stuff. They're like walking over and they're looking at your desk. You might jump to conclusions. You might say, she's snooping, or worse, she's gonna take something. You might feel that. You might jump to a conclusion without knowing the facts. What could be another reason? What is another explanation? You see your partner looking at your desk. What could be the reason? Let's take 1 minute and think of another reason and share with our group and type it in our page. All right, friends on Zoom, when you are done with slide 3, you'll cross out slide 4. We're not going to do that one today. And then you can push the green check to turn in.
Look how big.